Now, let's look at how the cross-site scripting attack is accomplished. Recall that the goal is that the attacker student 1 would like to peek into the personal email box of student 2. So before the attack, the student 1 got to have some preparation first. So assume that student 1 has the control of some specific server. The server is not necessarily the same server of the Apache web server, which hosts the web email system. So let's say that inside the hackers folder called var.ww, the hacker student 1 already got a PHP servlet, which we showed you before. Collect cookie.php is used to collect cookies, and it will save the cookies into a file called cook.txt. Let's first clear whatever is there in the cook.txt. And also, the attacker has a already prepared HTTP request, which he could collect from his own session. So it's basically a HTTP request to the list.php, which is responsible for generating the email contents of the personal email box. So notice that the system is using 2 cookies, session ID and user, to keep track of the user session management. The hacker, student 1, will try to send an email to student 2 first. So this email will contain some malicious JavaScript code to steal cookie. So hacker student 1 will try to compose a new message to student 2. Let's say the title is fantastic. Now inside the email, there will be a embedded JavaScript. We are using the window.open to send out the request. So recall that the server of the attack might be a different server from the server that hosts the web email system. So if you want to use Ajax, that's not going to work because Ajax cannot be cross-domain. So if you want to send a request to a different server, you can use a method called window.open. So basically, this will open a new browser window given the specific URL, and this URL does not have to be in the same domain as the webmail system. Pay attention that when the browser has the window pop-up disabled, sometimes you will see a little disable pop-up dialog showing here. Just enable the pop-up so that the experiment can be successful. So in the window.open function call, we're going to supply the parameter, which is an URL. In this case, it's going to be localhost hacker directory collect cookie.php. It takes a parameter called cook. And then we are using JavaScript attribute document.cookie to append the current value of the cookies for the webmail system as a part of the string. So of course you can append another statement to close the window. So this will try to hide the trail of the attack. Let's send this email entitled fantastic to student 2. And then let's log out and log into the system using student 2. And let's view this message called fantastic. Okay, you see that the entire window flashes. Actually, it means that the cookie has already been stolen. So let's look at the cook.txt. You can see that a new session record is appended. So let's just have this selected and copy it because The second step is to replay the HTTP request header so that the student 1 could actually peek into the personal email contact of student 2. So let's edit the http.txt. Recall that we have to replace the cookie. So this is the old session ID and this is the new session ID for student 2. Now let's save the file and replay the file. Use the netcat. Don't forget -Q1 to wait for the response. Now, if we look at the dump of the file, you might notice that this is the list of emails in the email box of student 2. So this shows that combining the cross-site scripting attack and the session replay, a malicious hacker could do a lot of bad things.